+1, 3 flowers, 40 speed, a plus speed version. You should always be going for plus speeds. Elise's staff, recover plus, miracle, attack speed solo 3, lull speed res 3, rouse speed defense 3, and attack defense solo 3. This is actually crazy. We never see this, almost never see healers run lulls, despite the fact that they in fact can run lulls. That is so weird. But the reason why is because, like, you generally cannot afford to run it because they can't take a hit. Elise with only 32 HP and 19 defense, if she takes a hit, she will die. So with Elise's staff being calculating damage like any other weapon, yes, by running lull speed res, you make her as offensively orientated as she could possibly be. But if they can counterattack one time, you're probably in a ton of trouble. So you gotta hope that attack defense solo, that rouse speed defense, and that Elise's staff buy you enough that you can take a hit. But this is really doubling down all or nothing on Elise. If she gets counterattacked, she will be barely alive, if not dead. I would run Martyr, actually, so that she can heal herself back up. But yeah, like, this is interesting. Doubling down on Elise to be offensive. I would have used this in Ether Raid's defense, though. In a cav line, all you want from your hero is to make sure they get the kill. And this Elise would. Though, if they can counterattack, it might not work very well, because they might be able to take the Elise shots, which they probably would be. At least it's hard, but not that hard, right? So that's 4, 6, 16, 19 extra attacks. So yeah, it'd only be 66. It took a Chris and won. Well, yeah, if you double Chris, then Spurn doesn't trigger, so yeah, you'll be fine. It's a really good Elise. It's just for Ether Raid's defense, I don't know if you would run her because she's Astro Plus. You would probably still go back to Dazzling Staff. But for general game modes, I can see lull speed res working out really well. I kind of feel bad that, like, Norn got released in the game, because awesome characters like Nina, just nobody cares about at this point. Because they were just like, why would you use Nina? Just use Norn. Because Norn has higher BST, higher potential, I would even say. So yeah, there are a bunch of reasons why this is a tad awkward. But with that said, this is still a really good Nina. 5 Sweet Bow plus Rally Attack Defense plus Luna Life and Death 4, Null 3 times Pulse 3, and Flashing Blade 3. Plus attack. The only issue is you might not have enough speed. If you get a bit more speed, I think this is a lot better. But yeah, with Flashing Blade Luna, you attack, and then you attack with Luna. So that is a lot of damage. You just gotta make sure you outspeed your opponent enough to trigger the Flashing Blade and get the Luna off. So that's the only thing I'm worried about. If it were up to me, I would probably mango for speed. Yeah. I think this build has a lot of potential. Null Follow-Up also makes her harder to kill. Despite 16 defense and 41 HP, it's not clearly easy to one-shot her. And if they're a mage, that's definitely not happening. And she should be fast. If she's fast enough to trigger Flashing Blade, and she has Null Follow-Up, then they probably don't double her. So yeah, as long as she stays on field for extra turn, that could be detrimental to them. So I'd go for plus speed. That's about it. Like, you have a really good Nina. 40 plus 10 plus 12. Plus attack with 51 attack. This was Yumi. Rally attack speed plus Deadeye. Attack defense solo 4. Lull attack defense 3. Rouse speed defense 3. Attack defense solo 3. God. Guys. Solo skills are broken. Solo skills are absolutely broken. Solo skills provide you 12 extra stat points. And if you run 2 of them, that's 24 extra stat points. And if you run a rouse speed defense with a lull attack defense, all of a sudden you have all these extra stats. And you fix heroes like Setsuna who had like no attack and like mediocre defense and res, and now they're all amazing. So this is a big deception because 44 HP, 51 attack, 44 speed, 28 defense, 29 res is not actually what she has. As Setsuna's Yumi, if foe uses bow, dagger, magic, or staff, gives her attack speed, defense, res plus 4, and if she has a bonus, attack speed plus 5. Rouse speed defense provides you that. Attack defense solo gives you attack defense plus 7. Lull attack defense takes away their attacking defense by 3, and attack defense solo for another attack defense plus 6. So her actual attack is anywhere from 5 plus 6 plus 7 plus 3, so that's 16. 21 to 25 extra damage. Her defense goes from 7, 10, 16, 22, 22 to 26 extra defense. Man, it's like 11:39 p.m. I am too tired to do this calculation. The entire point is she hits really big numbers, and her res is 4 plus 3, 7. So 36 res. I'll say that much at least. Okay, anyways, this before Rex. This is by the way, Leon's underrated. I mean, as much as I just talked up Setsuna, Leon is actually very, very good as well. Not quite the same idea, of course, because Setsuna is supposed to be killing other ranged heroes. Leon, though, special trigger cooldown count -1, effect against flying foes, of course, at start of combat. If unit's HP is over 50%, grants attack speed defense +4 during combat, and if unit initiates combat, foe cannot make a follow-up attack. In other words, if you stack up his defense, and he doesn't even have to outspeed his opponent, it just becomes a 1-to-1 exchange.
I just started this project recently.
Oh, so somebody else. Wow, then you have the same build. Because the thing is, the reason why Leon is so good is in case you fight somebody that you can't beat and they have like Vengeful Fighter or something, then Bow of Beauty cancels it out. So you're not really scared of hitting heroes that you can't necessarily kill because they can only hit you one time, and that's usually not that scary. So in total, this Bow of Beauty gives you 4 attack, 4 speed, so 10 attack extra, 13, 17, 67 attack. His speed goes from 4, 7, 3 to 4. I think that's 18. 53 speed, which is respectable. And his defense is 36 defense. His only crappy thing is his res, but that's the point of like min-maxing a hero. Leon's actually really, really good. Surprised that not more people use Leon. And because Bow Beauty drops her cooldown by 1, you don't even have to run, like ideally you run lulls or something. But yeah, you can run like noontime or something because he hits pretty hard naturally and use it to heal back in every battle. So Leon's underrated. A really good archer, just nobody makes him. Oh! I was just talking about this earlier, wasn't I? Was that the reason why you wanted to show me so badly? I was talking about how Tanya never shows up on anybody's radar because Norn is there instead, and you just rather make Norn. Okay, with that said, Dagar's kid Tanya, 40 plus 9 plus 1. You're almost maxed out. 40 HP, 48 attack, 41 speed. Go for plus speed. What are you doing? 31 defense and 32 res. Spendthrift bow with defense. Go for plus speed. You need as much speed as you can get. Here's the thing. As good as Spendthrift is, it's only super good if you prevent your opponents from doubling. And if you're going to run QR, it loses a lot of its effectiveness. You want to save your seal slot to run a solo skill. Speed res solo helps a lot. Attack defense solo helps a lot. But that's the reason why I'm saying just double down on getting more speed. So she can naturally double, and then she can rely on that attack defense solo for more attack and defense. This is easily the best Tanya I've seen, though. Mostly owing to the fact that I don't think I would see Tanyas. Tanyas are rare. But with that said, close full, low attack defense, attack smoke is perfectly good. This is actually the annoying version of a hero to fight. If you run this Tanya in an Ether Raid's defense team and you run attack smoke with Spendthrift bow, she's going to be really hard to kill. With that said, yes, Norm would do this better. But if you want to be different than everybody else and actually be one of the few people to use Tanya, this is a great build. Just consider switching that seal slot to attack defense solo, though. And then double down on plus speed and then plus speed bow. I think you got something really nice there if you do that. If she reaches around 50 something speed and you if you run her with say plus speed, 3 more speed, speed refine, 2 more speed, 46 speed, and then you run speed res solo, she now reaches 52 speed. She should be able to naturally double back in those situations. And yeah, her res is really high enough to be annoying against mages, and her defense is high enough that physical heroes will struggle against her. So that's what I would do. Wow. Jesus. Okay, the reason why I'm like so surprised by this is you wouldn't think Bernie would do this. Bernie's one of the best offensive archers in the entire game. And being a cav archer, she has a huge threat in range, right? Because it's 3 movement additional range. So she essentially covers 5 slots. She threatens up to 5 slots. Crazy. At 40 plus 5 plus 10, 51 attack, 44 speed, 26 defense, 30 res. Spendthrift bow plus is what really changes it up. Swap, Glimmer, close foil. She comes with lull speed defense, rouse speed defense, and attack defense solo. Wow. I actually like this, but I think like Norn or another hero would prefer it because they would make better use of it. Because with all that extra range, you want her to be as threatening as possible, not as tanky as possible. Like you don't want her to run in, but she could do it. You don't want her to run in and just like tank things. right? You want her to run in and destroy things. But the reality is, because she's plus attack and is Bernie, she still hits pretty hard. So with Spendthrift Bow, minus 7 attack on your opponent and plus 7 attack on yourself, 58 attack. Law speed defense essentially takes it to 61. Attack defense takes it to 67. So yeah, as I was saying, she still hits pretty hard. Her defense is 32, 39, 44 effectively. With a buff, it's 50 defense. Fuck. Her speed is anywhere from 47 to 53. That's probably the only thing you need a bit more of a speed, but there's nothing more you can do in a build like this. And yeah, her res is still respectable at essentially 37. Yeah, that's a great Bernie. This is just gonna be really annoying for most people to deal with, because Bernie just runs in, deals a lot of damage, hurts you, and then you have to somehow kill her, and it's not that easy to do that. Unless they have a dragon, then yeah, she can't do anything about that. But that's the point of close foil. It gives you more offensive and defensive priority, extension, but you give up. You give the potential of like countering everything. With that said, hopefully you have somebody else buffing her up. Rouse speed defense is nice to have. Oh wait, well you're using her offensively. Then yeah, I would run attack smoke if I were you. Have somebody else buff her up, like Plumeria, for example. If Plumeria buffs her up and then she runs in, attack smokes them, she just becomes much more harder to kill. Essentially, she had over 57 defense, right? Like, and then like 40 something res equivalent. So yeah, that's what I would do. Have someone else buff her and then have her run attack smoke. And then with Glimmer, she's super hard to kill. She's super relatable. Enovi Raven. Oh. Hey, need some help for him when I finally get him to plus 10. Wait, am I looking at the right person? Okay. Good luck getting Claude to plus 10. Claude is... well, he's an interesting hero. Here's the thing. I still prefer Bravelyn over Claude just because it's easier to get Bravelyn's effects to work. That said, Claude's effects aren't hard to get. As long as you run him with a buffer or debuffers, you should be able to get his extra stats. But with all that said, it's just attack speed, defense, res minus 5 on foe during combat. So it's not a crazy amount. When it can use conjunction with said stats, it could be a crazy amount. It could account for a lot. But yeah. With that said, Darting Blow 3, don't use that. You need more damage. He needs more speed, yes, but you need more damage. If you can't afford it one day, attack speed push would be really good on him. Because you can use that in both phases, and you don't have to give up defense or res. You cannot afford to give up any more defense or res, or he will just die. You can also consider using Fury, but Fury would drain his HP, and with low speed defense, with it not being desperation, you could be in trouble there too. Unfortunately, he can't use something like Sturdy Blow. Yeah, because Cavs can't use... Sturdy Impact, because Cavs can't use impact skills. But I would... run Sturdy Blow here and run like attack speed push 4 or something here. That way you have some defense and you have some attack and some more speed. But ideally though, Fury 4 into Desperation could make him very scary to deal against. Even if you drop your opponent's attack and speed and everything, and they hit you only one time, at 40 HP with defense and res that low, he can't really take 2 hits without being, you know, dead. So personally, I think Desperation is probably best on him. Desperation with your choice of attack speed push or Fury, both are really good on him. And then yeah, defense smoke would work really well in that situation. Savage Blow is fine. Savage Blow in a build like this is actually a really good idea. If you run attack speed push 4 and you run double Savage Blow, you could probably kill him one shot, so you don't have to even worry about getting or whatever you want in A, as long as it deals more damage. Because if you run double Savage Blow on your opponents, you do 14 chip damage. You probably don't even have to get counter attacked, right, to get the kill. So I can see that happening. Anyways, it's up to you. Glimmer's fine. When Cunning Bow and once you switch to more offensive skills, Glimmer is fine. But if you're not, Moonbow is probably better. Yeah. If you reduce their defense or res... Actually, no. You're right. Glimmer's better because you're reducing their defense and res. So yeah. Okay. Okay, so sum it up. I would switch his A skill from Fury 4 to attack speed push 4. Either one's fine. Desperation probably fits him better, but if you run low speed defense with double Savage Blow, I can see that working as well.